London, the capital of England and Great Britain, is a city steeped in history. As the heart of what was once the largest empire in human history, it holds an extraordinary legacy that shaped the modern world. With that legacy comes an incredible collection of historical artifacts, housed in some of the world's most fascinating museums. In this video, I'm taking you on a journey through my top 10 must-visit museums in London. Spots you absolutely shouldn't miss on your next trip. Kicking off the list at number 10 is the Jack the Ripper Museum in Whitechapel, an atmospheric deep dive into one of London's darkest chapters. This small but powerful museum guides you through the chilling story of the Ripper murders, with detailed exhibitions on the victims, suspects, and the brutal crimes themselves. You'll find replicas of the Ripper's taunting letters to the police, and even a full-scale mock-up of one of the victims' rooms. Do you not remember learning that at school?
Yeah, but I don't really remember it.
You like cut them up and like cut out organs and stuff like that. They reckon that he knew a lot about like body autonomy, so he must have been like a surgeon or something. Apparently the cuts were like really very precise, and he obviously knew what he was doing, so he was probably a doctor.
Because it was all hookers, obviously he just didn't care, he probably thought they didn't really need.
Yeah. Plus they're an easy target, aren't they? At number 9 is a hidden gem most people walk straight past, Benjamin Franklin's house. While many know him as one of the founding fathers of the United States, few realise he actually lived in London for nearly 16 years. This is the only surviving Franklin residence in the world, and it's been turned into a fascinating museum. What makes it stand out is its immersive, theatrical tour that brings his time in London to life, complete with stories, artifacts, and even a few surprising discoveries in the basement. Cool, isn't it? President of the United States. I think he was, anyway. Pretty sure he is. Look at his house. Number 8 is the Museum of London Docklands. Tucked away in Canary Wharf, this underrated gem explores the rise of London as a global trading hub, from bustling river commerce to the height of the British Empire. It doesn't shy away from the darker chapters either, including Britain's involvement in the transatlantic slave trade. One of the standout features is a full-scale recreation of the 19th century Dockland Street, bringing the sights, sounds, and atmosphere of the 1800s vividly to life. Oh, babe, look at that. What is it?
I don't know, it's a wine glass, isn't it? A wine jug.
Is that a wine jug? Yeah, you're right.
Must be, and that's a cake slice, isn't it?
Cake slicer.
Is it not?
It's a cake slicer. And what's the dish then?
Fucking your dish to eat off.
Lord Nelson's. Babe, this is Lord Nelson's.
What's that?
Lord Nelson, he's like the most famous sailor in the world. Continuing the maritime theme, number 7 is the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich. This place is packed with naval history, but one artefact in particular stands out to me. Admiral Nelson's actual jacket, worn during the Battle of Trafalgar. It's even marked with the bullet hole that killed him. That moment sealed his legacy as one of history's greatest naval commanders, and seeing it up close is nothing short of surreal. And number 6 is the London Transport Museum, a brilliant journey through the evolution of how London moves, from horse-drawn carriages to the iconic red double-decker buses. The best part is it's hands-on. You can get up close to the vintage trains, old-school taxis, and even try out the interactive exhibits that bring the city's transport history to life. I'd love it if they still ran a train, like a historic train like this. It'd be fantastic to ride. It looks so cool. Number 5 is the Churchill War Rooms, a hidden underground bunker beneath the streets of Westminster, where Winston Churchill and his cabinet directed Britain's efforts during World War II. This is where strategies were formed, speeches were written, and the fate of Europe was debated, often under constant threat of bombing. You can walk through the very rooms where Churchill made critical decisions in some of the darkest hours of the war. It's history frozen in time. It's amazing, this is where they won the war, basically.
That's where they were hiding.
Yeah, this is where all the important people making all the important decisions during World War II stayed. Wow. At number 4 is Shakespeare's Globe, a stunning reconstruction of the original 16th century theatre where the Bard's plays first come to life. The original Globe sadly burnt down in 1613 after a stage cannon misfired during a performance. But this faithful replica stands just a stone throw away from where the original once stood. You can tour the theatre or catch one of Shakespeare's classics performed just as they were in his day. It's like stepping into the creative workshop of the greatest playwright in English history. So is this the side that caught fire then? So the cannon shot out of here,
I think so.
probably caught fire here?
And then the whole building, very different evidence, so was it an hour or 2 hours? Basically burned quickly.
Yeah. In third place is the legendary Tower of London. Originally built by William the Conqueror, this fortress has worn many hats over the centuries. Royal Palace, Treasury, and most famously a prison. Some of British history's most notorious figures were locked up here, including Guy Fawkes, who was tortured and executed within the walls. It's also where Anne Boleyn, one of Henry VIII's wives, was beheaded. There's even a small pillow-shaped plaque marking the exact spot, honouring her final request for a pillow to kneel on before she was executed. And if that's not enough, the tower is also home to the crown jewels, one of the most dazzling royal collections in the world. Right, so this armour here is the armour that King Henry VIII wore when he was jousting and he got injured. And that's why he got fat, because he sustained an injury from jousting and he basically couldn't work out anymore, so he got really fat. And also, the injury that he sustained was caused like a really bad head injury, so they believe that he suffered like from CTE, and that's why he was like a mad, crazy king. In a very close second place is the British Library, home to some of the most treasured pieces of literary and cultural history in the world. Inside you'll find original manuscripts by Shakespeare, Jane Austen and Charles Dickens, alongside handwritten sheet music from Beethoven, Mozart and even the Beatles. But the true centrepiece is the legendary Magna Carta, one of the most revolutionary documents ever written. Its principles of liberty and rule of law went on to inspire everything from the English legal system to the United States Declaration of Independence. The Magna Carta, one of the most famous and influential documents in human history. So cool to see in real life. Before I reveal my number 1 museum in London, I've got to say there are so many incredible spots that didn't make this list. Not because they're not worth visiting, but because London is absolutely packed with amazing museums. Honestly, narrowing it down to just 10 feels almost unfair. If you're planning a trip and want to explore the very best of the city, you can grab my custom-made London map, carefully curated with over 100 unique icons, highlighting my favourite spots. From iconic museums and hidden gems to street food markets and underground speakeasies, it's the ultimate locals guide at your fingertips. Just hit the link in the description below and get your copy. And finally, taking the top spot at number 1 is the British Museum. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin. This place is absolutely packed with jaw-dropping artefacts from around the world. You've got pieces of the Acropolis from Athens, ancient Egyptian mummies, and the legendary treasures of Sutton Hoo. But if I had to choose one standout item, it's the Rosetta Stone, arguably the most important artifact from ancient Egypt. It's thanks to this very stone that we're even able to understand hieroglyphics today. And that's just scratching the surface. The museum is enormous. You could spend an entire day here and still not see it all. It's not just a museum, it's a portal to human history. Well guys, that just about covers everything. If you have any questions, comment below or add me on Instagram and send me a message. In my next video, I'll be diving into the very best of London street food markets, so make sure to subscribe and stick around for that. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.